Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids, and thanks for joining me today. Now today, beginning of December, well, it's the 5th, isn't it? I thought I'd just do a quick update on what's going on in the greenhouse. Well, everything seems to be going okay, plenty of growth on them, complete lack of flowers. I haven't got one flower in the place, but I will have in the next few months or so. So we'll just have a look at a few plants and we'll start off with the Phragmipediums. Well, this is a Phragmipedium cardinale. Absolutely beautiful. A cross between Sedenii and Schlimii. And you can see this one is coming up with another spike here. You can tell because of the, if they come up with 2 leaves, then they're going to spike. Well, this one's got 3. And the middle one here will be where the real spike comes from. That's got another new growth round the corner. That's not spiking yet, but quite happy with those because these are such a beautiful flower. This is the cross between Caudatum and Grande, and you see it's a 4 growth plant there with another little new one coming up, but hasn't spiked yet. So keep your fingers crossed for that one. Next to it is the Fritz Schomburg. This is where I put the little bit of moss round. I don't like moss, especially buried in the thing, but I had to do it just to wet and get the roots growing nicely. As you can see there, they're growing, if you can see. Yeah, the roots are growing very nicely now. And this has got a nice spike on. It's been like this for a couple of months and hasn't moved, but I suppose it will eventually and give me some flowers. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 growth plant. And this is a nice little plant. It's a Caudatum species. Got 2 beautiful growths on it there and plenty of little growths coming up round the bottom. And they make such beautiful flowers, those beautiful multifloral. See, there's another growth there as well. So that's doing very nicely. Here's a little 10 trays of beer that I've put out to catch the slugs of various sizes. And up to now I've caught 21 small ones and no big ones at all. And for the last 3 days I've caught absolutely none. So it looks like it's working. This is the Richteri coming up with a nice big spike here. Can't see any more yet, but it generally throws up more than one. And this is another plant that's never flowered yet, and it's Periflora's Saltimbanco. And that should be really nice if it does flower. Putting some nice new growths up here, plenty of them, but nothing happening as yet. And there's nothing happening on this Paphiopedilum here. This Paphiopedilum, which is, let's see, it's a cross between Enchantress, Curtsii and Rotulianum. Plenty and plenty of growths on it, and plenty of little new leaves coming up through the centres, but nothing yet on this one. But I don't know how many growths are on it. There's plenty, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And when they flowered before, this is where I cut the flower off when it finished, so it's branching again with the flower. Same with this one. Same with this one, but I'm hoping they'll open before our next show, which is on the, I think it's the 18th of this month. But that's a lovely plant. I'll just get it down and show you. Absolutely beautiful plant. Not a mark on it. Absolutely lovely. And plenty of growths. And plenty more coming out there. Now this is very nice looking plant. Masdevallia Pyxis, and you can see it's coming into bloom very nicely. I think it's got 10 on, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I can see from here. Any more around here? Yeah, 8, 9, 10. That's right. Not a particularly beautiful flower, but different. And I think the difference makes it look quite an acceptable plant. Well, we've got the Cymbidiums here, plenty of them. Some more down here. I'm doing absolutely nothing, but I'll have to wait another 12 months to see what happens with these. And what's this we've got here? Oh, this is the one I thought had died ages ago. Epidendrum ciliata. But it's coming up with a new spike there. So we'll see what happens to that one. This isn't very good. This is a Laelia. I forget what the other name is, but it keeps trying to shove new growths up like this. But then it dies off, and it's well watered, this. So I just don't know what's happening to it. But we'll find out and bring it round, I hope. Well, we're in the house now and we're looking at the Paphiopedilums, and you can see all of them are virtually in spike. I think there's just 2 not. So these should be nice in spring. Oh, there's one here. One here with a bud on. Nice big plant there. That's the Bellina green, that one. And then we have some Paphiopedilums over here. Oh, this is one I was trying to save. This is a cutting off ruby slippers that was dying off. As you can see, it's all brown and dying leaves and not looking good. But this is now putting up a nice new growth there, and a little one starting there. But I'm leaving that off on and just let it die off itself, that leaf. Well, we've got another one here that's very nice. You can see where it's yellow, the old leaves dying, but 2 or 3 beautiful new growths in the middle. And this is Warsawixianum. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the clusters all caudatums, these, but they grow a little bit differently, so I don't know. We'll see what the flower's like, and then we'll compare them with the caudatum, if it flowers. But that's a Phragmipedium Warsawixianum. This is a Paphiopedilum St. Swithin. This is growing very nicely. 2 nice growths on it. Nice little leaves coming up in the middle as well. And they're absolutely gorgeous. It's another multifloral, but very, very nice. And I'm very hopeful that these will go in a flower sometimes in the next 12 months. And this one is a Lady Isabel. It had 2 growths, but it's now 3 growths. There's another one coming up there. And this is doing very well. This is putting up new growths in the middle of 2. So I'm quite hopeful for that one as well. Then we'll just have a look at the little Dowiana that I got about 18 months ago as a little seedling. And this is growing very, very nicely. Plenty of nice new leaves on it, plenty of roots growing too. So I think when this flowers, if it ever flowers, I think it might want me to stop me growing orchids, because I've always wanted to flower a Dowiana, and I promised myself if I flower a Dowiana, that's the last thing I'll do. But you never know, we all change our mind, don't we? Anyhow, that's about the lot for today. If you look in this room, over here where I'm just I'm growing some live food for the fish, growing some Daphnia and some brine shrimp on. Trying to grow the brine shrimp on in this one to a larger size to feed the bigger fish. And this is where I hatch the brine shrimp eggs. Anyhow, that's about enough for today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.